scored as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, set, 15, running, 15 running.
3 bar. Check it out,
80 weapons. Shoot.
On first down, it's Gibson. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, team 6. Get it.
Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 right at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Gibson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
30 base, 6'6", bullet high. Hard. Switch. General West. Fair.
Back to throw. Eason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, switch gears.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200-plus?
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. To throw on second down. Fields into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Rams have the first points. Here it's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. On first down, Downs to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Check 52. Back, back, back. Any weapon. On the ball.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle made there by Trayvon Howard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Shift, shift. Hey, motion, 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 motion. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
On third down, Fields. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check 59.
Throwing on first down, Fields. That's into the hands of Reynolds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
We own it. We own it. Check 50. Check 50. Go, go. 59's Mike. Oh, try. Check 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Mike 5'9".
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Recon, 132 fighter.
54. Record. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Undercrush.
Blue draw quarters. Hey, Sam off. Hey, Echo. Yo, faster. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
70, Indy. 80 weapons. Hey, high 7.
Check.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Wide open receiver complete. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Roll out. Hey, Foxtrot.
Kill.
Leo. 5.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're elite defender on him because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch twist.
Hey, Alpha. Look, squeeze. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket. that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
No.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Now that'll be caught by Cup. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal, Rams.
They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 26. Check 99. Check 99. Big dance.
General West.
He's coming. Double up.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Vikings, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's complete to Jones. Fighting down past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Fields. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Rams' 46-yard line.
2nd and 1. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
3 out, 3 out. Check 3. 36, 36.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Fields. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
To throw again. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Alert 3.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
From the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason, and that's going to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking. Crash. Safe. He's crashing.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Whip.
Watch recon. 132 fighter. Gone. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Eason. This is brought in by Gibson. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Rock it.
Switch.
From the gun, Eason. That one caught by Gibson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Hey, check 24.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
You got time right there.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Get ready.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Back to throw. Eason. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check back.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Go!
52. I'm here all day.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Pretty quiet, D. Pretty quiet. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Wide, get wide.
Go.
Looking to throw. Eason. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Eason. That is caught at the 7. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Go out. Leo. General West.
On 4th down, Eason. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down.
Check 4. Check.
Now a run with Cook. Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check
2nd and 2. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The pass on second down. Intended for number 88. Incomplete. It's third down. And 2 yards.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Kill.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, orbit.
55.
Spin.
From the gun, Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Ready? 50.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Ready? Check. 55. 61. Matchbox lights. Bravo.
Check. 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 Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You can't block me.
Look. Squeeze.
You can't block me. Check. Check it out.
5.
On 1st down, Eason. They'll find Everett there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me. Zipper.
Slam. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, lock it.
Check 6 guys.
Hey. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Go. Hey, wahoo.
It's a safety creek.
Rock it.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up on Mike Hughes.
So that's back-to-back drives where they throw an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense. At the least, keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You ain't doing nothing. Sponge. No.
Now Cook running right. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Again, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Los Angeles.
We go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Topper.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Look at me. Go.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. 2nd and 14. He's got Smith here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike 48. Come on. You better bring it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Marr able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Blue draw forces. Hey, do.
Under crunch. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. All you get is a headache.
Let go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check three.
Go.
You kill it, motion me out.
From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, team 6. Now.
On 4th down, Eason. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Set. 46 yard. Delta.
Heavy on the edges.
Neutral, focus. Kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Me and you. Showing up.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Stay with your man. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. So we got man.
Mike 48. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Sets up fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. The kick by Marr is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check. Lucky. Check 26.
Get it.
Back to the air on second down. Eason over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go. Pilot, 64, weak, 8, read. Leo.
Check 99.
Hey. Hey, Echo.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Here we go.
Quick the edge.
Hey. High 7.
Double up.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check three.
To throw on third down. Eason. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check three. 36. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Alert three. Watch out.
Kill. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
On fourth down, Eason. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.